In a previous video, I addressed a concern from a commenter. Her concern was she didn't understand how Republicans could be so confident about winning in November when all this bad shit is happening. She wondered if there was something fishy going on, something we didn't know, that they maybe have a secret plan to cheat and win in the 2024 election. And I explained to her that you really got to look at how these people behave. They don't really have strategies. It's all about scare tactics. When they are the most vulnerable, that's when they will be the most confident. I mean, that's just what they do. They always fail. Their goal is to get you to back down, but when you don't back down, they lose. We see it every day. But then somebody else brought something up that needs to be addressed too. And it's all about the disinformation, the misinformation, the bots, and all this stuff hitting us from every angle. And that commenter is correct. We are going to be inundated with false information. I'll give you an example. There are some Trumplafucks out there that will tell you that Joe Biden wants to take away Social Security and Medicare. That's not the case. That's not true. And it's easy to prove. Donald Trump even went on stage one time recently and said that he was responsible for making insulin $35 a month. Well, we know that's absolutely not true because it didn't happen till well after Donald Trump was kicked out of office. She makes an excellent point, this commenter, that we are going to be inundated with misinformation, much like we were in 2020 and in 2016. This is the reason we have to be careful and discern and figure out what the origins of this information is. All too often I hear people say, oh, I heard this, that sounds like trouble. But you have to understand, most of that information is coming from the Republicans. They throw it out in the ether, it bounces around for a while, and it's far enough away from them. At some point you think, oh my God, that might be real. But it's not. So you have to be very careful what you accept as truth because there's a lot of falsehoods out there bouncing around, and they all come from the Republican Party. This is what you need to know. There's nothing positive going on for the Republicans. The polls, that's all bullshit. The money that Donald Trump claims he raised, we know for a fact he lies about it. So how can you put any trust in that? When it comes to November, Donald Trump and the Republicans are going to take the worst drubbing that Republicans have ever seen in this country. And the facts are what shows us that that's what's going to happen. All the talking, all the yapping that they can do isn't going to change anything. So don't accept the bullshit. Believe what you see and what you know, and disregard a lot of what you hear.